Hey guys, my name is Shai, and I'm here with a big announcement. It is so exciting for me to finally be able to do this. So I am starting up an accelerated evolution container, okay? An accelerated evolution container. This is a project to help all of us accelerate the evolution of our consciousness. And it is going to be a subscription service. It starts at just $8 a month. And I'm going to talk more about the money part later on, right? But it starts at $8 a month. And you're going to get 2 videos a month. It's going to be using the lunar cycle, the full moon and the new moon, to really catalyze your consciousness, right? Because I've actually gotten a ton of requests over the years to do new moon and full moon videos, but I've honestly just never had the energy to do it, even though I've really wanted to do it. I just haven't had the energy like laying around to do that. So this is going to allow me to essentially get the energy I need to do that. And I'm going to be able to make new moon and full moon videos for years and years and years. I see this as a very long-term project. And the videos they're really gonna vary a lot, right? They're gonna be, some of them are gonna be tarot readings, some of them you're gonna see my face like this. I think actually a lot of them, likely you're gonna get my face because there's a whole energetic thing to sharing a close-up of your face. And some of them will be, channeling, and some of them will be chatting. But more and more I actually understand that the deepest form of channeling doesn't look like channeling, it looks like you're just talking. So there's that. So let me talk about what does that mean to accelerate the evolution of your consciousness. That might seem pretty obvious, right? It's about evolving faster. But this thing about speed, right? This thing about speed, that's only half of the equation. So this isn't just about, let me help you speed up the evolution of your consciousness, because if you speed up without stability and balance and a solid core, then you crash and burn. And this is actually why I was not able to do this until now, because I have actually just finally integrated this lesson about balancing like speed and stability, right? Speed and stability. You need both of them in order to effectively accelerate the evolution of your consciousness. So these new moon and full moon videos, I'm going to aim for them to be at least half an hour long, right? But I can't guarantee like exact minutes on these. I'm going to be diving deep into the energetics of whatever is happening for that new moon and that full moon, because every single one is entirely different. And I've always had a funny relationship with the lunar cycle. To me, it always seems strange that it's like, every new moon, every full moon, it's always this huge big deal, especially if you follow like astrology and you look at spiritual content on the internet, right? It's always like, this is the biggest moon ever. I mean, some of them are bigger than others, right? But here's the thing. That is kind of true, because if you fully like dive deep into the energetics of every single one of these portals, that really accelerates the evolution of your consciousness. And in fact, I've had a lot of people ask me like, how have you gotten to where you are? And I always think that's kind of a funny, that's a funny question, to have people ask me, right? But there's a lot of reasons, like, I could explain a big long explanation, but a big part of it is actually that I dive really deeply into the cycle of the moon, and it's this rapid accelerating force, right? So we can really harness that. So in these videos, I'm going to be, doing different things, but essentially talking about what's going on with the energetics right now, how we're being asked to evolve, right? If there's any healing work we need to do, any shadow work, but really it's more of just capitalizing on and making the biggest use of every single one of these portals and all of this background energy. And so, there might be channeled messages and tarot readings to go along with that. But so for those of you who haven't heard me talk about how I actually understand energy work, like what does energy work mean to me, right? Let me explain that, because that's really important here, because with every single one of my videos, and I would say this is how I understand like content in general, like any book, any video, any movie you watch, everything, right? But I deeply experience it with the videos that I make. It doesn't matter if it's a tarot reading, a channeled message, or if I'm just chatting at the camera, it's all the same. The background energy work is probably like 90% of the value and the point of the video, right? Whatever I'm saying, whatever's coming out of my mouth, whatever cards are up on the screen, that is like 10%, right? The real value. And so the real value of this accelerated evolution container is going to be the background energy work. And I experience this very deeply in that You know, and it doesn't matter if I'm doing a reading for one person or if I'm doing a video that ends up getting seen by like 6,000 people, right? It's the same experience of all of our consciousness. We all merge into like one bubble of consciousness, right? My consciousness merging with your consciousness, merging with the consciousness of whoever else is in the bubble, right? Of course, your own filter is still in place. So you have your own type of filter and your own protection here. I don't think you guys really need to worry all that much about, you know, picking up stuff you don't like. You guys have a handle on that, right? Especially at, you know, this level. So, but we all merge together, and I experience, like, because when I am the one providing the service, right, when I am doing the tarot reading or posting the video, right, I am the one kind of stepping up to facilitate the energy work, and I'm holding space for that, and I experience it very deeply, like, you know, experiencing people's emotions. There has been so many times where I feel people's physical pains and stuff like that. And I do a lot, like I assist with the energetic processing, right? That is a huge thing that happens when I do a reading or a video for someone or a group of people. I am assisting with the energetic processing, because whatever ball of energy you are going through, right? And it can be literally whatever energy you're going through, your energetic system, your whole light body, your whole consciousness is working on processing that, right? And when you get a reading or a healing or whatever it is from anybody, you're just asking someone to help you with that. It's like asking someone to help you carry a heavy box up the stairs, right? So a huge part of this is, and of course, so you don't need anybody, right? Never let somebody tell you that you need somebody to help you with your energetic processing, because you don't. But sometimes it's nice to ask someone to help you move, right? It can just make it easier, smooth things out a little bit, and help you get onto bigger and better things, right, on your journey. So a big part of what I'll be doing with this space, right, with this container, is holding space for the energetic processing, and I will be, you know, assisting with that. And then there is the whole energetic transmission side of it, okay? I am a transmitter. I mean, I receive and I transmit, and of course you guys all do the exact same thing. It's not like this is unique to me or anything, right? But again, I'll be stepping up to facilitate this, so you will be able to receive, you know, whatever energy it is that I am reflecting to you. I will essentially just be reflecting the energy to you that is coming down from all of our, you know, from all of the higher realms. And this is part of how my consciousness is designed, right? I am a naturally like accelerating energy. Some people are a naturally like stabilizing energy, where they stay the same in order to preserve. It's like a preserving energy, which is of course exactly equally as important as the energy of change. So a lot of this is gonna really be about, it's not about speeding up and it's not about forcing change. It's about balancing change and catalyst and evolution with stability and preservation and inner strength with that core. So that is when you can actually really start smoothly accelerating forward without spinning out, and how you can smoothly accelerate forward and actually get to where you want to go, instead of having, you know, getting derailed and having to do things over. And that is the big lesson that I am finishing up like right now, and that is why I'm able to step forward to facilitate this container for others. So what was I saying? Just to finish up, a little bit of an explanation here on how I understand all of this energy work to work. When I have this like accelerating energy, because that's just how my consciousness is, right? The other thing is that I experience myself to be an energetic distillery, right? I'm like a distillery. One of the things I do naturally is just absorb a lot of like chaotic energy, and it comes into my system, and I distill it down just like as if you were distilling vodka, right? And then I can pass you a shot of vodka. So it's like, instead of you having to work through this big chaotic jumble of energy, which you totally could, and you don't need anyone to help you with that, but instead of having to spend however much time, energy, and effort doing that, you could, you know, outsource that. You could ask someone for a hand, and they can distill it down for you, and then, you know, I can pass that on to you. So then you get a concentrated dose of organized energy that will be easier for you to integrate. So I'm explaining all of that about myself and how I understand energy work, because it's really important to me that everybody understands what's actually going on with this, right? It's way more than just the videos. It's way more than just the messages. and honestly, we're kind of getting beyond the point of needing messages, right? That's like we're graduating beyond this, like, you know, universe, tell me what to do, guides, tell me what to do, guides, tell me how things are, give me advice. We're kind of getting beyond that and getting into these deeper, more esoteric layers of energy work. And it's really, I'm very passionate about the fact that energy work doesn't have to be obvious and doesn't have to look like, you know, sitting in meditation, and it doesn't have to look like these are the steps you need in order to heal. Although I really benefit a lot by that type of healing work. I receive that and I purchase that from healers who operate like that. And so I love it and I benefit from it so much, but that's not the whole story, right? Energy work is happening behind the scenes, and it can look like a movie. It can look like a comic book. It can look like a blog, right? All of these things, and all of these things are containers for energy work. So that is essentially what this is. It's going to be a monthly subscription service where you get 2 videos, full moon and new moon. And, you know, sometimes there's 3 moons a month, in which case you're going to get all 3. That happens like once a year. There's a potential for some bonus videos, but I'll just have to see how we go, right? You're guaranteed at least 2 videos a month on the full moon and the new moon. And of course, I hope you get stuff from the video if you enjoy content from me, all of that stuff, but really understand that it's the behind the scenes energy work that's happening in this energetic container that I'm holding space for and facilitating that is going to really help you accelerate smoothly with stability the evolution of your consciousness. And the themes about how we are evolving are going to be different every 2 weeks with the moon. Guys, it's constantly something else. So let me see what else. Oh, so yes, it starts at $8 a month. There are also options for $22 a month, $66 a month, and $333 a month. So, but everybody gets the same thing, okay? There is only one container here. There's only one service. It is all the same thing. When you go to the link down below to sign up for this on my website, you will see 4 different payment options. And yeah, everybody's getting the same thing no matter how much you pay. So it starts at $8 a month, and that's, you don't need to pay any more than that, right? So why am I doing it that way? Basically, if the top tier is $333 a month, because that is what this service is essentially valued at. And I say that to mean if I were to do this like one-on-one with someone, I would have to charge at least that much because of the energetic drain on me, right? But of course, I don't need to charge that much when it's a group thing, because that's how we finance these type of things, right? Everybody does it together, and then we can all receive it, you know, for a more affordable price. And I had been tinkering with the idea of like, okay, can I make different tiers where people get different content? And then it wasn't vibing for me, right? It just wasn't vibing for me. And because I realized all I would be doing, I wouldn't be giving the higher paying people more content. I would just be taking away content from the lower paying people. And you know, I have been in the lower, really restricted budget category most of my life. So I really don't like that feeling of restricting, you know, the evolution of consciousness because of someone's budget, right? So I decided it's just going to be $8 a month to start with. And if somebody has a more flexible budget and you would like to contribute to helping me keep this available for everyone, then there are, you know, the $22 and $66 options for those of you where that makes sense for your budget, right? So I think that basically covers it. That is what we're going to be doing. That is how I understand this. I'm very, very excited. I've already been tuning in, right? Of course, this is going to start with a small group and it is going to grow as the years go by, right? But I already can feel that first small group of people who are going to be signing up. And really, I had a really profound experience with this. Like I've already been setting, like energetically, this container is already set up. This is already happening. And we will be beating with one heart, like as we operate in this container. We will have one heart, right? There will be one heart space. It is the container of one heart space. And of course, you know, you can cancel anytime. You can pause your subscription anytime. Link is down below. It is only available on my website. This is the only thing that is not available on Etsy, and that is simply because Etsy does not have the functionality. So If you previously tried to check out on my website and you couldn't because you were like in an international market, I think I fixed that. So of course, let me know, send me an email, evermindoracle@gmail.com. If you have any issues, I will sort it out. So thank you so much, everybody. I am super excited. Just thank you so much to everybody who tunes into my videos and gives me this platform and makes it possible for me to start a big new project like this that I'm so excited about. And great big thank you, and see you soon to everybody who joins me in this accelerated evolution container. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.